Kanaya
Go ahead,
Boys
Matty, give me
Club.
some insight.
Yeah, so Andre Blake, best keeper in the MLS, third best keeper in the CONCACAF. Jamal Wait, up and coming young keeper, unemployed playing in the USL, will move to Europe soon. Kanaya Boys Clark got next. We saw Donovan Ricketts at the World Cup in 1998. He went on captain team. We saw Andre Blake playing for Jamaica at 19. He's currently captain of the team. I think Kanaya Boys Clark will follow in the same trajectory. Demelo, Ethan Pinnock. What more needs to be said about those two players? Ethan Pinnock, the best defender on the team, one of the best central defenders in CONCACAF. Likewise, Damian Lowe. Lembi Kisa, a Premier League caliber player, or right below that, playing for Wolverhampton's B team, but cameoing sometimes with the senior team. Amar Bell, recently promoted with Luton Town, he's going to be a Premier League left back. He was instrumental in their promotion to the Premier League, and I think he's the best left back we have at the moment. To understudy him, Kemar Lawrence, a Jamaican legend, a player who kind of dipped for a bit and then plateaued, but seemed like he's regained his footing, and I think he still has a few more good years left in him. Deshane Beckford, I don't know much about him. I know Deshane Bernhardt, sorry. Don't know much about him. I know that he plays for Hull and he's owned by Manchester United. That's about all I can say about him. Adrian Mariappa, one of the greatest Jamaican defenders of all time. Obviously a bit aged at this point, but no, his is there for his assistant coaching esque type situation. I don't think he'll play at the Gold Cup any at all. Javian Brown, the backup to Lembi Kisa, or who knows, he may well just start. Let's see what Helgrimson goes with. Plays for the Whitecaps, gets the odd goal here and there, but he's a week in week out starter for that team in an MLS club. So that's important. Russell and Latibo there, both playing their trades in England. Jonathan Russell doing League One, Latibo there in the Championship. Latibo there, a perennial player for Swansea City, and Jonathan Russell, one of the standout players for Huddersfield in the English third division. And then we have Kahim Paris, playing in Scandinavia right now. Where is he right now? I think going over there, starting, scoring goals, doing what he needs to do. Been knocking at the door of this Jamaican team for a long time, finally breaking through, and I think he's grabbing his opportunity with both hands. Playing exceptionally well in the Qatar game. Good selection. Daniel Johnson, captain of Preston North End, a mid-table championship team. He's a player that we've seen show flashes of greatness in the Reggae Boy jersey, scoring against Mexican National Stadium, a beautiful goal. One of the leaders of this team, whenever given the chance to lead, and has the ability to be one of the best players. And I think he'll play an instrumental role in the middle of the park for Jamaica this season. Moving forward up the field, we have Kevin Lambert, an USL player. Nothing of note. I think he's the most unsure person in the squad right now. Just there for depth. I don't think he'll get much minutes in this Gold Cup, considering that we have Latibo there and Jonathan Russell. Going up the field, we have Corey Burke, MLS starter. An MLS player who scores goals. Corey Burke is also a national team legend. Been playing for Jamaica for a while. A lot of great moments for Jamaica. I'm sure you know the name, Corey Burke. Deshaun Richards, 17-year-old, currently playing his trade at Phoenix Academy, but in a few short months will be a Chelsea Blue. Living and working in London, making a good living, Wonder Kid, as we've said before. And at this point, I don't see a Jamaican football fan who hasn't heard the name Deshaun Whisper Richards. I think he'll be an impact player in this Gold Cup, and I do think he can come on and win us a game. Leon Bailey, I think the best player on the team, and supposed to be the best player on the team. Is this final the year that he shines? Playing his shirt in Aston Villa, managing to pop up with the odd goal, but when he does it on such an exceptional level. He always reminds us how good he can be, but also reminds us how good he hasn't been. And I think this is the year that he managed to turn that around. Mikel Antonio not having as good a season this year as he did last year. Let's hope that he can bring the
the
Conference League. That's something.
Coming in with a trophy, confidence.
And he's important to that Western team. He's somebody that doesn't start every single game but plays basically every single game. If he doesn't start, he's going to come on, and he does a lot for Moyes, and he's a big part of what they have to offer. And I think a person who can go ahead and lead us in goals this year at the Gold Cup. And in fact, I'm predicting it. Um, Demar Gray, Everton player who knows is linked with some other Premier League teams. Let's see what happens this summer after the Gold Cup. But he'll be making his debut for us against the United States of America. I think he starts for us easily, and I think he goes on to do great things. Shamar Nicholson, I think the social climate at his club has affected his football. I think making that lateral move from Charleroi to Russia for probably a bit more money was a bad decision. And I think he should have tried to make more of a vertical move, maybe sacrifice some money. I think it would have served his career a bit better. But Shamar Nicholson, one of our more prolific goal scorers statistically for us. He's slowed down a bit, managing to score a goal in one of these friendlies. Let's see the type of World Cup that he has to offer. Did I touch all 23?
That's what it is. Coach already. You don't know that. Though. Important to mention, Ethan Pinnock won't start Tony.
Yeah.